Welcome back, friends. Today we're gonna be making gluten-free red velvet cupcakes. I love making these. They are so good. They turn out so great every time. They're so soft and fluffy. I'm really excited to show you how to make them. Just as a reminder to our younger friends, please make sure you always have a parent or guardian around to help you out while you're in the kitchen. So now let's go make some cupcakes. Okay friends, I have all of my ingredients lined up, measured out, and ready to go. I have my tools ready. I will be using a hand mixer today. Feel free to use a stand mixer if you like, or just a regular bowl and a whisk will do just fine. I'm gonna give you guys a little overhead view of what I'm doing so you can see me put this all together. And then in a couple of minutes when this is done, then we can get them ready to go in the oven. Okay, we're gonna put our butter and shortening into a bowl with our white sugar and blend this together with our hand mixer. We are going to keep beating this together until it is well combined. Now we're going to add in our eggs one at a time, and we're going to keep beating until each egg is fully incorporated. And then you're going to want to scrape down your bowl, and once you've done that, you can add in your vanilla and your red food coloring. And we start slow beating this because we don't want that coloring to splash anywhere. We're going to mix this together until that red food coloring is fully blended in. Now we can get out our sieve and sift in our dry ingredients. So we have our flour, our baking powder, our salt, and our cocoa powder. So we're just going to sift that in, and then we're going to use our spatula and start folding it in. As we mix this together, we're going to gradually add in our buttermilk, and then we're going to gently continue folding until our ingredients are semi-mixed together. Now we can use our hand blender and finish mixing this together until the batter is nice and smooth. We don't see any lumps of flour or butter. We're going to scrape down that bowl again, and then we're going to add in our baking soda and vinegar mixture. Now we add these in at the same time because it gets a nice foamy reaction, and this adds a lot of air to the batter. Now that that is mixed in, we are done. Alrighty, our cupcake batter is done. Look at that beautiful color. Look at how smooth and airy that is. These are gonna turn out so good. I have my oven set to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I have my cupcake pan. I have my liners. So I'm gonna line the pan, spray it down with some nonstick spray, and we're gonna use this ice cream scoop and fill them 2/3 of the way full with cupcake batter. You don't really want to fill them much more than that because we don't want them to bubble over and overflow. I'm gonna give you guys another little overhead view of what I'm doing, and then once we're done with that, then we can stick them in the oven. Okay, so our cupcakes are ready to go into the oven. Again, they're going in at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. They'll be in there for about 15 to 18 minutes until the tops bounce back when you touch it, or if you're using a toothpick, the toothpick should come out clean. So we will see you back in 15 to 18 minutes. Let's make our cream cheese frosting. So I have 1/2 cup or 1 stick of unsalted butter that is softened, 16 ounces of cream cheese that are still cold, 32 ounces of powdered sugar that I have sifted thoroughly, and we're gonna be using 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm gonna take you back to the overhead view so you can see how I put this together, and then we will come back when we are ready to frost our cupcakes. We're gonna start by putting in our butter and our cream cheese. We're gonna beat this together on a medium-high speed until it is smooth and creamy. We don't want any clumps of either the butter or the cream cheese in our frosting. We want this to be perfectly smooth. Then we're gonna scrape down our bowl before we add in our powdered sugar. And now we're gonna gradually add in our powdered sugar. We wanna beat it well after every addition of the powdered sugar, every so often scraping down the bowl if necessary. We're gonna add in our vanilla, and then we're going to beat this again until that vanilla is well mixed into the frosting. Okay, our cupcakes are out of the oven. They are cooled off and ready to be decorated. I have our cream cheese frosting all ready to go here and our decorating tools. So first off, I have a piping bag here. I have the 1M tip from Wilton. I really like using this one. It's really versatile. It's easy to do different designs with this. I really love this one. And for the top, I have some options as well. I have some red sanding sugar, and then this is called disco dust. I'll show you what these both look like, but looks really cool. So I'm gonna give you guys an overhead view like I like to do, and then you can see how I like to decorate these. Just gonna get the piping bag ready. So I'm gonna put the frosting tip in the bag to measure where to cut, and then we're going to start filling the bag with our frosting. I like to fill it at least halfway full, maybe a little bit more, because you don't want it to be so full that it's hard to hold, but you want there to be a sufficient amount of frosting there. I like to start in the middle and work my way around the edge to create a nice tall swirl for each cupcake. This right here is our red sanding sugar. You can see it has a fine consistency and it has a nice little shimmer in the light. And then this right here is our disco dust. So I like to use a brush and just tap this glitter onto the surface. For the cupcakes, I'm adding the red sanding sugar on top of each one, and then after I will use that brush again and tap on some disco dust. Normally, now would be the time for a taste test, but our taste tester isn't here today. Since my mom isn't here, what we want to do is have you guys at home be the taste testers. So please make these, let us know how much you enjoy them. Since YouTube Kids doesn't allow for commenting, go find us on our other social media on Instagram and Facebook and let us know how much you enjoyed these. You can DM us, you can comment on any of our posts, or you can post your own video and tag us in it. That's all for me today, friends. I hope you guys had a fun time making this with me. Again, don't forget to find us on our other social media, like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions or requests, please feel free to contact us about that. We would love to hear from you. Come back soon to Kids Cook Island. We have a lot of cooking and baking left to do.